First, your advice is stay inside, don't drink or eat anything.
Are there terrorists in your neighborhood? So-called dirty bombs spewing packed with gas and radiation.
Is America ready?
Is the U.S. next?
Is America Doomsday 2000?
The terror threat, the superbug.
Global pandemic, illegal aliens, communist fiction,
Right-wing terrorism,
evangelical Christianity,
Gay marriage. Death panels. The flip-flop.
indoctrination, militias,
anarchy, chaos, and cannibalism.
Gosh, we better wake up soon. Or we're gonna wake up dead.
The war on terrorism is nothing but a grotesque lie. Anytime you hear the war on terror, know that the people saying it are lying or they're dupes or whatever they are, but it's just a total gigantic lie.
He's been charged with attempted use of a weapon of mass destruction.
The van that he thought was blowing up carried 6 55-gallon drums with detonation cords and plastic caps. 6 55-gallon drums with detonation cords and plastic caps. But all of that supplied by undercover agents.
Our federal authorities were all over this from the very beginning, which goes all the way back to last June, and they were with this young man every step of the way.
So over the 18 months, they cultivated him.
The FBI had been conducting an undercover operation. Authorities then supplied the team with fake explosives.
Known cases of a false flag op was carried out by the newly elected Adolf Hitler on February 27, 1933. Nazi documents uncovered at the end of World War II, as well as testimony during the Nuremberg trials, revealed what many historians already suspected, that Hermann Göring had set fire to the Reichstag, the German parliament building.
The government assumes the right to intervene in any situation to restore order. The right to draft laws passes from the Reichspräsident to Chancellor. I offer the Reichstag the chance for peace in Germany. Never! If you respect our Constitution...
The Vice Chancellor, please return to his seat.
I will take any refusal as a statement of opposition. Gentlemen, you must decide. Will it be peace or war?
In the early 1960s, the federal government needed a pretext to invade Cuba.
The Pentagon had an operation called Operation Northwoods, and it was on the table that our military would attack certain cities within the United States and make it look like Cuba did it to justify an invasion of Cuba.
So the idea was to have U.S. personnel from the CIA and other places secretly create terrorism in the United States. The documents actually said people would be shot on American streets, bombs would be blown up, and again, all this, the evidence would be laid to point the finger at Castro.
The federal government proposed blowing up airliners full of Americans, saying the casualty list in U.S. newspapers would cause a helpful wave of indignation. plan, they elaborated on how they could bomb Washington, D.C. and blame it on Cuba. Attack Marines at Guantanamo Bay using U.S. Army soldiers dressed up as Cubans. Or, they said, just like the sinking of the Maine to get into the Spanish-American War, we could blow up a ship again. Here they are admitting the problem-reaction solution system and how effective it is to motivate the American people to get them behind a war.
Are you a conspiracy theorist?
Yeah. Yeah, and I'll tell you why.
Yeah, speak a little closer.
Okay, I'll tell you why. Because my government in my 58 years has lied to me so often they have no credibility. The last time was 2004 when I was teaching at Harvard. McNamara comes through and now admits the Gulf of Tonkin incident never happened. 58,000 of my generation killed in Vietnam, 1 million Vietnamese over an event that never happened apparently. My government's never lied to me, have they? Let's see, where should we start? The Gulf of Tonkin incident? Now that took us into war in Vietnam. They've now admitted it was a lie. So 58,000 of my generation were killed based upon a lie. But that doesn't count, does it?
What does that have to do with 9/11?
That shows that we will lie to go to war. We've been doing it for years. We will continue to do it. I remember our president sitting on TV telling us our boys are floating in the water.
And because of that, you'll never believe anything. And because of that, you'll never believe anything.
But they lie all the time.
On February 23rd, 1993, a bomb went off beneath the two towers of the World Trade Center. The bomb was in a truck on a timed device in level B2 of the garage. The explosion went 7 stories up, killing 6 people and injuring more than 1,000.
Unlike the Northwoods plan, the FBI actually carried out the attack on the World Trade Center in 1993. They actually hired a retired 43-year-old former Egyptian army officer, Ahmad Salam, and paid him $1 million and gave him real explosives, a detonator, and told him to build a bomb and to give it to the foolish people that he was controlling to allow them to attack the World Trade Center complex.
The Independent reported that several of the bombers were trained by the CIA to fight in the Afghan war, and that the CIA admitted partial responsibility for the bombings.
The federal building is gone, all fours to the roof.
April 19th, 1995, in downtown Oklahoma City, multiple bombs ripped through the Alfred P. Murrah Federal Building. And as usual, federal fingerprints were all over this tragic event. Then President Bill Clinton, taking his orders from on high from the New World Order chieftains, needed a crisis to get his gun control agenda through, as well as his plans for a socialized America. Taking a page out of the Strong Men's Handbook, Bill Clinton knew that a crisis of this magnitude, endless images of mangled children, would pull on the heartstrings of the American people, and they would beg for the Anti-Terrorism Effective Death Penalty Act that he had failed to pass just a year before. The bill absolutely eviscerated massive sections of the Constitution and the Bill of Rights.
And the idea was to have U.S. personnel from the CIA and other places secretly create terrorism in the United States. The documents actually said people would be shot on American streets, bombs would be blown up.
Saying the casualty list in U.S. newspapers would cause a helpful wave of indignation.
no warning signs that I'm aware of.
And it was a revelation that the White House had no intention of making public.
President Bush was told in August that Osama bin Laden might be planning an attack involving the hijacking.
Could have predicted.
Nobody in our government, at least.
The August 6th PDP.
I believe the title was Bin Laden Determined to Attack Inside the United States.
70% of family members' questions were never answered during the 9/11 Commission report.
Lee Hamilton and Thomas Keane said they were set up to fail.
I mean, I'm a member of the commission. It's a scam. It's absolutely disgusting.
655,000 Iraqi civilians are dead. Who are the terrorists?
The smartest thing to do is pull it. And they made that decision to pull. And then we watched the building collapse.
In every case of terror I've ever seen, it's completely staged. It's either provocateur or there aren't even terrorists involved, and you've got CIA black ops literally with imploder plungers running the...
In the end, everybody will be locked into a monitored control grid where every single action you perform is documented. And if you get out of line, they can just turn off your chip, for at that point in time, every single aspect of society will revolve around interactions with the chips. This is the picture that is painted for the future if you open your eyes to see it. A centralized one-world economy where everyone's moves and everyone's transactions are tracked and monitored, all rights removed. The most incredible aspect of all, these totalitarian elements will not be forced upon the people. The people will demand them. For the social manipulation of society through the generation of fear and division has completely detached humans from their sense of power and reality. A process which has been going on for centuries, if not millennia.
When our forefathers wrote the Constitution with the right to bear arms, it was not about hunting and fishing because, wait. Because back then, if you didn't hunt or fish, you didn't eat. The Second Amendment, the right to bear arms, is there so that we, the public, if our government gets out of control, we have the ability to rise up and change it. And just because we believe in that amendment does not make us fools. It does not make us gun-crazy people. There's a reason they put that in there. And as I said, the reason is so we have the ability. Now, many people have said to me, well, wait a minute. How could we, the citizens, ever stand up to the U.S. government and their entire military might? Well, wait a minute. I got the answer. We threw everything we had at Vietnam, and they were nothing but a bunch of farmers with a few AK-47s, and they withstood it all. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't ever let them take our rights. The hell with this Patriot Act.
For the second time in less than 2 weeks, the FBI says it has nabbed a homegrown terrorist in a successful sting operation. They've arrested 21-year-old Antonio Martinez, a naturalized citizen who goes by the name of Mohammed Hussein. They've charged him with trying to bomb this military recruitment center just west of Baltimore, Maryland. Authorities say Martinez parked an SUV containing a fake bomb provided by the FBI in front of the recruiting center. After an FBI informant picked up Martinez and drove him to a nearby vantage point, authorities say he tried to detonate the dummy explosive. Provided by the FBI, he told an FBI informant he thought about nothing but jihad.
It's scary to go everywhere.
On the other hand, the FBI did catch him.
Yeah, this time. But how many more is out there that they're not catching?